Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. What if the moment that changed everything was caught on camera? A video has surfaced, a silent witness to one of the most heart-stirring mysteries in Chinese entertainment. The footage allegedly shows actor Menglong's final seconds, and an unbelievable decision made by someone once close to him, Yiren. Tonight on Update X24H, we unravel not just a story of loss, but of courage, friendship, and the truth that refuses to stay hidden. In the late summer of 2025, the world of Chinese entertainment was shaken to its core. A piece of CCTV footage appeared online, its grainy, flickering images igniting an inferno of speculation. The video seemed to capture something no one was ever meant to see. A brief, haunting scene inside a quiet villa on a stormy night. There, two shadows moved across the dimly lit corridor. One stood still, trembling as if caught between fear and disbelief. The other approached slowly, hesitating, their voices muffled beneath the crackle of thunder. Then, as lightning tore through the sky, the screen went black. What happened in those final seconds has since become one of the most debated mysteries in recent memory. For millions who loved Menglong, the beloved actor whose soft-spoken charm and thoughtful presence had made him a household name, the video was devastating. It shattered the image of the cheerful man they had known. Fans flooded online forums, desperate for answers, dissecting every pixel of the clip, hoping to understand whether it revealed truth or manipulation. Was it real? Was it staged? Or was it something far darker? A piece of evidence that had somehow slipped through the cracks of silence that often cloaked the industry's secrets? Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said the footage showed a heated argument moments before tragedy struck. Others claimed it captured the actor's desperate attempt to escape those who wanted him silenced. Each theory added another layer to the growing fog of mystery surrounding his final days. But what made it more chilling was not what could be seen, but what could not, the invisible weight of fear, the sound of rain masking words no one could hear, and the unspoken tension that filled every frame. As the world argued, the truth remained elusive. Yet within that silence something deeper stirred. A collective ache. A yearning to understand why a man so full of life and art could meet such an unfathomable end. The CCTV footage became more than just a piece of evidence. It became a mirror, reflecting not only the tragedy of Menglong's fate, but also the fragility of those who live under the unforgiving glare of fame, where even truth can vanish in the shadows of a single flash of lightning. In the quiet weeks leading up to that fateful night, Menglong began to drift into a silence that few around him could fully understand. The cheerful laughter that once filled film sets and dinner tables had faded into something more subdued, almost distant. Friends would later recall how he often stared out of windows for long stretches, lost in thought as if searching for something beyond the horizon. In the solitude of his studio, surrounded by unfinished canvases and the faint scent of paint, he seemed to find both comfort and torment. He painted the same image again and again, a man standing before an open window beneath a heavy sky, as though trying to capture the moment before a storm he could already feel within himself. He became increasingly private, avoiding gatherings and turning down interviews. The world saw it as exhaustion, the natural withdrawal of an artist seeking rest. Yet those closest to him sensed something different, a quiet unease, a fear he tried to hide behind his gentle smiles. Some whispered that he had stumbled upon information too dangerous to reveal, while others believed he was burdened by a secret he could no longer carry. Whatever the truth, Menglong bore it alone. His eyes, once bright with curiosity and warmth, now carried a depth of sorrow that no one could name. It was the look of someone fighting a battle that could not be seen, a war between duty, truth, and the instinct to survive. In public he remained gracious, always thanking his fans, always polite to those around him. But beneath the calm exterior, the cracks were beginning to show. His health declined. Sleepless nights became more frequent. He spoke less, but when he did, his words carried a strange finality, as if each one had been carefully chosen for those who might one day try to understand. "I just want to create beauty that outlives the noise," he once told a colleague, smiling faintly before turning away. Few realized it was not merely an artist's reflection but a farewell disguised as hope. As days passed, the silence around him grew heavier, pressing down like an unseen weight. What began as quiet introspection had turned into isolation, the kind that whispers louder than any scream. And though no one knew it then, Menglong's descent into stillness was not the retreat of a tired actor, but the final act of a man standing at the edge of something far darker than anyone could imagine. The night everything changed began without warning, wrapped in the kind of stillness that only comes before a storm. For Menglong, it was supposed to be an ordinary evening, a short visit, a quiet conversation, perhaps an attempt to find closure for the turmoil that had shadowed him for weeks. Yet within that fragile calm, fate was already waiting. Song Yiren, a name once tied to his laughter and shared dreams, was reportedly the last person to see him alive. Their meeting, whether planned or accidental, would soon become the heart of a tragedy that no one could fully untangle. Witnesses described the night as heavy with rain, the kind that blurs the city lights and muffles every sound. Somewhere within the villa's walls the two met, perhaps to confront old wounds, perhaps to exchange truths that could no longer be hidden. Some said voices were raised, others that silence was their only language. What remains certain is that Menglong's pain had reached a point beyond words, and in that moment, every emotion he had buried seemed to surface all at once. Fear, exhaustion, love, betrayal, and an overwhelming sense of inevitability. Song Yiren's role in that night has since been buried beneath rumors and grief. Some claim she begged him to stay, her hands trembling as she tried to pull him back from the edge. Others believe she simply stood there, paralyzed by the enormity of the moment. Perhaps both are true, for how does one act when the person before you is already lost, not to the world but to the storm within their own mind? Whatever the truth, when she finally spoke weeks later, her voice was soft, almost breaking. He was someone who carried more kindness than this world could return. Her words, though simple, carried a weight of guilt and reverence that words rarely hold. That night became the irreversible turning point, a crossroads between what was and what could never be again. When dawn arrived, nothing remained the same. Menglong was gone, and Song Yiren disappeared from the public eye, her silence echoing louder than any confession. It was as if the universe itself had conspired to erase the line between truth and tragedy, leaving behind only questions that will forever tremble in the rain. What truly happened between them, and could anything have changed the ending that now feels written in lightning? Away from the cameras, Menglong wasn't just a star, he was a dreamer. He painted, wrote poetry, played the guitar softly at dawn. His friends remember him not for fame, but for small acts of kindness, delivering food to a sick neighbor, helping a crew member late at night, or sending birthday messages to fans he never met. In a world obsessed with image, you chose sincerity, and perhaps that is why his loss feels so deeply personal to so many. After his passing, a folder was discovered on his laptop titled, "For Tomorrow." Inside were voice notes, fragments of letters, and a single line written in English. Even when the world turns its back, the truth will still find its way. Those words have since become a symbol of resilience, reminding fans that courage isn't about surviving the storm, but facing it with grace. Today, thousands gather online each year to celebrate his art, his music, and his heart, proof that kindness echoes longer than fame ever could. Perhaps the CCTV footage, real or not, is no longer the point. What truly matters is the message Menglong left behind, that even in silence, compassion speaks, that even in loss, beauty survives. And maybe, just maybe, Song Yiren's final decision was not one of betrayal, but of letting go so his soul could finally be free. Every story we tell reminds us that truth, love, and courage never truly die. If Menglong's journey touched your heart today, honor his spirit by keeping kindness alive. In your art, your words, your life. Thank you for watching Update X24H. Please like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next chapter in our search for stories that move the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, the light always finds its way back.